Brothers and sisters, I'm Jesse with Living Tree Community Foods here in Berkeley, California, and I'd like to talk about 4 gateways to vitality that I've learned in over 40 years in the live food movement. We start, of course, with green drinks. Dr. Kirshner burst out of the drear of the 50s with the startling pamphlet, Nature's Healing Grasses, and it tells about making green drinks, about making living drinks from parsley, watercress, celery, and alfalfa, as well as common wild plants found everywhere like dandelion, malva, fillory, and lamb's quarters. You blend them up with spring water in an ordinary, everyday kitchen blender, and you have a lively drink filled with life forces. And you take this daily, let's say morning and evening, and he was able to achieve some stunning results, even with serious illnesses. Read his pamphlets. His pamphlet is a classic, Nature's Healing Grasses. Then Victoria Butenko took up the thread of freshly prepared, finely divided greens. This is one of the invaluable legacies of the raw food movement, and she traveled widely, extolling the virtues of green drinks. So therefore, when you partake of a green drink, you are standing on the shoulders of giants. So now, without further ado, let's go to the first gateway, green drinks. Okay? And then to this, we're going to be adding our living greens. Let's start with some spinach. Isn't this alive and vital, my friends? So we're going to be starting with some spinach, blend it up in the blender, add a little more water, and then we're going to add some kale. This looks like a Siberian kale, wonderful variety of kale. And in addition to that, we're going to add some parsley. This is a giant Italian parsley. And then how about some collard greens? Kale, collard greens, broccoli, and cauliflower are all in the great brassicas family. So here are some collard greens. Let's add a couple of those. And then in addition to that, let's add another kale. This is what they call in the farmer's market a dinosaur kale. How vital it is. Dinosaur kale. Red chard. Isn't it vivid, streaming? Now, brothers and sisters, I take great pleasure to presenting the second gateway. It's one I love very, very much indeed. And it's vigorous exercise. Even a few minutes every day following a routine makes every difference in the world. So much of a necessity in an ethos where all of us are hunched over our cell phones, or most amazingly, crossing streets amid heavy traffic, still with our faces in our cell phones. And I've noticed also the effect of good muscle tonus on sharpening the mind. So here's a true master, Superfoot Bill Wallace, to inspire you with a magnificent exercise for the second gate.
Basically, you're watching this tape at home, right? So you're not going to have your wife do it or your girlfriend hold you up or something like this. So all you need is a chair, a nice, simple little chair. This is what I'm going to use. This is going to be my partner. I don't want you to have to think or worry at all about balance. Now watch. 3 commands. Knee up, out, and the one that you won't hear very often is back. We're going to hold each of these for very simply 10 seconds. But we're only going to do 3 of them because we have some more stuff to go with it. Okay, now watch. From here, knees up. Don't worry about where your leg goes, where your back goes. Keep the knee up. Point your toes. Okay, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back. Keep the knee up. The knee stays very high. Always keep it between you and the bad guy. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back. Relax that leg. Keep the bottom leg relaxed, but keep that knee up. 1 more now. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back, and finally down. Now what you'll do, we don't want to take the time to run you through all kinds of different sets. I usually do that for 3 sets. Really isolate the obliques. You'll find out you have muscles where you didn't know you had places.
The third gate, brothers and sisters, to vitality is intermittent fasting. It can do wonders. Fasting has long been known as a royal road to health. Many biological repair and rejuvenation processes take place while you're fasting. When you eat throughout the day and never skip a meal, your body adopts to burning sugar as its primary fuel. This downgrades the enzymes that utilize and burn stored fat. As a result, instead of burning fat, you start to put it on. Intermittent fasting enables the body to switch from burning sugar to burning healthy fats such as olive oil, olives, butter, eggs, avocados, and nuts. Once your body adopts to burning fat, you'll be amazed how quickly you'll begin to lose weight. I look upon fasting as an integral part of healthy living. It is a great way to reset and recreate yourself. Most people eat across a span of 12 hours a day, constantly nibbling or mulching, or nibbling or snacking. Sadly, this will eventually wreak havoc with your metabolism over a period of time. Instead of 3 square meals a day, why not consider skipping breakfast, eat lunch and dinner within an 8-hour period, and make sure you stop eating at least 3 hours before you go to sleep. I fast Sunday night through Tuesday morning every week. I'm fasting right now, by the way. It's a great way to start. So for 36 hours every week, from Sunday night till Tuesday morning, I fast on water. Remember that the most important fast is coming off it properly. Break your fast ideally on freshly made juices like carrot juice. Spring water and herbal teas are magnificent, as well as fruits and melons. The main thing is to avoid gorging yourself after the fast. Fasting helps reduce your risk of chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Fasting is not for everyone. If you're hypoglycemic or diabetic, or diabetic, you need to be extra cautious. Pregnant or nursing mothers should avoid fasting. If in doubt, consult your licensed practitioner. I want to acknowledge my debt to Dr. Mercola, a leading exponent of intermittent fasting. Please visit his website, mercola.com. The fourth gate is more important than ever, and that's growing it yourself as much as you possibly can. Those vegetables in the cooler in your grocery store have been sprayed with water all day long. Try an experiment. Pick up a bunch of kale or lettuce in one of the coolers, smell it, and inhale its fragrance, and judge for yourself. In the privacy of your kitchen, you can grow a flat of wheatgrass. Just go to your natural food store, buy a bag of wheat berries, germinate them, and start, get some potting soil, and after the wheat berries have germinated for 3 or 4 days, put them out on the bed of potting soil, water the flat, enclose it in a clear plastic, and put it in a south-facing window, and water it every day, and then put the plastic back. And in 3 or 4 days, you'll find that the wheat berries have rooted, and you'll have the makings of a wonderful tray of wheatgrass. There are so many videos on YouTube which will guide you along step by step. And I cannot help but right now plant a flat. Let's plant a tray of arugula. Arugula is a wonderful mustard green, a powerful germinator, too easy to grow. So here we go, brothers and sisters. I take some arugula and broadcast it over the bed. So go ahead. Here we have it. When I get home, I'm going to water this. I'm going to enclose it in a clear plastic, put it outside, or put it outside in my garden, or if you're in the midst of winter, you can put it in a south-facing window, and voila! In your kitchen, you'll have a flat of magnificent salad greens. They are utterly delicious, and you can take cutting after cutting. Simply, all you've got to do is water them every day. So here are 2 things you can do right now, and go forward. Let's go forward using these 4 gates to vitality. Green drinks, vigorous exercise, intermittent fasting, and growing it yourself. Especially in these times of delirium, it's more important to go forward with aliveness and vitality. Thank you, brothers and sisters. It is my privilege to share these thoughts with you. Your comments and criticisms would be most welcome.